against Cleveland, scored 20-plus points. That team is on the verge of being a problem for everybody.
Well,
they're not a contender for the championship, I don't think, but they're a contender to upset everybody, to make it hard on everybody they deal with.
Well, remember, Skip, they were in the play-in tournament, and they ended up winning, and they beat Golden State in order to face Utah in the first round. And they had had Utah a little scary.
They had them a little scary
because they went to Utah and won a game.
And Ja, dare I say, he outplayed Steph in that game? Because I thought he did.
He did.
Okay, so remember, they have to play Saturday night against the Clippers. We're going to talk about Clippers and Warriors a little bit later in the show. That was a shootout. But they have Memphis has to play Clippers at Staples on Saturday night and come right back on Sunday night and play L.A. I think that's advantage Memphis because it's so early in the season. They'll have a warm-up game for the game.
Well, it's going to be it's not as taxing because they're a young basketball team.
Okay, I mean, they're young and you don't have to fly anywhere.
Exactly.
You just go back to the hotel, right?
Yep.
Unless they want to stay out all night, that would be a problem. Okay, this is it, because I think they want the Lakers worse than they want the Clippers. I'm pretty sure of that. So I think I have a very good chance of winning one of these two games, if not both of these games.
You want to put some dew on it?
I may want to put dew on one loss. You need 2 wins. I need 1 loss.
Exactly.
I'll just bet 1 case on it because you should be, although, would you believe that Phoenix opened as the favorite against the Lakers tonight? They were a 1-point favorite as of yesterday, and it got bet down to pick 'em. So you got more of a chance, says the betting public.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I'm picking the Lakers. And you picking Phoenix, and so you about to lose a case of dew.
Okay, I'll do 1 case for 1 win. I just need 1 win in these 2 games, okay? Now, back to your identity crisis, because the hardest part of this for you is, what do we do with Russell Westbrook? Well, you just said you can't tell Russ to be Russ. So what do you tell him to be? I don't know what you tell him to be. Do you want him to be what he was the other night, 4 of 13 and 0 for 4 from 3?
Another reason he can't be Russ, Skip, he's not going to have the ball that length of time in order for him to do.
Who is he supposed to be?
Well, look, get it off and go.
Because you don't know.
Get it off and go. No, because we're asking him to be something that he has never had to be.
Never, ever had to be.
He's never been on a team where he's the 3rd best player. He's never been on a team where he's the 3rd option. He's never been on a team in which he wasn't able to do whatever he wanted to do whenever he wanted to do it. So this is uncharted territory for him. This is also uncharted territory for the Lakers because they've always had a pecking order. It was always AD and LeBron. AD and LeBron, LeBron, AD. Now you throw another guy, Skip, that's an MVP. It's not like Russ is not accomplished. This is not a Kyle Kuzma situation. This is not a guy, this is not a KCP or someone else, Skip. This guy's accomplished. He's been an all-NBA player. He's been an MVP. He's at least 10-time All-Star. So he comes with the credentials, and he's like, whoa.
Well, he's on the 75th anniversary team. He's there. Okay, I got it. So I thought in game 1 he would come out and flex his muscles because he's the only one of the Lakers who actually grew up in L.A., actually grew up a diehard purple and gold Laker fanatic.
Correct.
And he finally got his dream to come true fairly late in his career, but he's still at the end of his prime. He's still got his athleticism.
He ain't on his last legs.
No, he's not on his last legs. And I thought he would try to assert himself on opening night because LeBron has been clear. I'm handing the keys to my kingdom. I'm handing them to you because I want you to be the point guard and I want to play off the ball. And the other night, LeBron took advantage of off the ball for the most part because he shot the lights out. History would tell you that will not continue.
History tells me that's going to continue. History tells me that's going to continue.
I'm going to tell everybody one more time, remind everybody, he's LeBron James, a 34.5% career
35, round that up. This year, he's going to be somewhere around 38, 39%.
You've said 37. It already went up to 38, 39 because he was 5 of 11.
You saw it. You saw that.
Okay, I will bet you that over the weekend in these 2 games, he does not shoot that 5 of 11 be what, 40-something?
40-something%.
Okay, he will not be in the 40s these next 2 games.
No, I mean, because we might not even shoot that many. We might shoot like 3, 4.
Okay, so I thought Russ would come out and say, watch this, I'm going to show you a triple-double Laker Nation on opening night.
No.
And he came out, shockingly to me, after he had been bombarded by criticism, he'd been put on the hottest seat, in part by me, of you are nothing but a sideshow, a solo act, a stat machine, a triple-double machine, which is sensational. It's impossible to do.
Right.
I never thought in my lifetime I would see anybody do this, but it's a solo act. So I thought he'd come out and say, okay, I got this. I'm going to show you triple-double, and then he'd go 25, 12, and 10.
No.
Okay? And instead, he said, no, I got to show everybody I can defer, I can sacrifice for the king who handed me the keys to the kingdom. So I'm just going to mostly watch. And it was hard for me to watch because his body language was shockingly timid.
Right.
He wasn't sure who he was.
Right.
Identity crisis, where should I, it was tentative. Like, I don't know if I should do this. Should I drive it or not?
Well, here's the thing, Skip. It's like anything. You go to a function and you don't really know anybody. You're not as comfortable if you go somewhere and you know everybody.
Absolutely.
So Russ is in an unforeign situation because now all of a sudden in a foreign situation because you got two superstars there and you know you're the third option. And so now how do I fit in as opposed to going to D.C. or to Washington?
Yep.
He's like, I'm going to do my thing.
Okay. I believe the next two nights, he more and more will try to do his thing. I think he will take the advice of LeBron and AD, who told him to go home and watch a comedy.
Yeah, watch
Sister Act 2. Remember, that's what he watched the night when Kevin was in the finals,
yes,
right?
yes.
Right, when he was MVP of the first finals in Golden State. I'm watching Sister Act 2. I think he posted that.
Yes.
So maybe you watched Sister Act 2. Is there a 3? I don't know if there was a 3. I think it was only 2, as I recall, but I could be wrong. There may have been.
But you know what, Skip? Look, he had an off night. He's entitled to an off night.
But now he's heard everybody say, Russ, you have to be you.
No.
Well, if he's going to be you tonight, then I think he's going to start attacking the basket the way he does. I think his usage rate will go up. I don't think he'll dribble the ball up the floor and immediately defer by passing tentatively over to the wing to LeBron. I think he will initiate more of the action, and it will start to drive LeBron a little crazier and crazier.
Well, I'm going with the stat line that I had originally for opening night, 17, 8, and 8. And I just hope the Lakers focus more on defense because that's what they need. That's what got them in trouble. They shot the ball 35% from the three. I think they made 13, 14 threes. They were, 45, 46, 47% from the field. That wasn't the issue. How about play defense and make some free throws?
Okay.
You can't shoot 47% from the free throw line and expect to win a game in the NBA.
They're called free throws,
Yeah.
and LeBron is horrendously bad from the free throw line, and he's off to the races at 3 of 6.
And
on
did you
opening
see
night.
who was practicing free
I saw
throws?
the video.
Yeah, you saw the video.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to see a video of LeBron shooting free throws. Well, now you saw it.
I think it was CGI, actually.
There you go. See, you weren't going to even mention that till I brought it up.
I saw it.
But I wanted you to bring it up.
I saw him make 2 free throws. And by the way, I'm glad you brought that up. We should have had it. I don't think we have. But the point is, maybe we'll get it later in the show. But he's so shaky-handed. It's just not a natural motion for him.
Well,
it looks like he's shooting the ball off the side of his hand.
Yeah.
And it's kind of going sideways.
Yeah, I just hate when they give that overhead look. I'm like, I don't want to see it.
It's hard to watch.
But he's practicing his free throws.
Well, he's practicing. I saw 3 seconds. Was that the end of the session?
Hey,
I don't know.
They said LeBron and AD practicing free throws.
And by the way, who shot that video and who decided to post it? Well, I want to know.
Now you worried about who shot the video.
I don't know.
You wanted to see it.
Okay.
He shows it to you. Now you worried about who shot the video.
Did Maverick Carter shoot the video?
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know.
Maverick is out working. Maverick had a job besides being a videographer for the Lakers, okay? That's not his job.
It's highly possible that they just kept shooting video while LeBron kept missing, and finally he made 2 in a row. I think it only shows 2, right? He made 2.
So you want him to shoot the whole 10, 15-minute session. You want to...
And AD's underneath the basket acting like a Laker girl. He's cheerleading. And well, he is. Am I right?
I can't believe
he's all fired up because they're on a side basket shooting free throws.
Okay, somebody else was on the court. You do realize that they're not the only Lakers, right? And so they might have been playing a 3-on-3. They might have been playing 5.
Does that approximate pressure, fourth quarter pressure of a game at Staples? I think not.
Well, how do you approximate the fourth quarter game at Staples in a practice facility? What, you want to bring 2,000 people out there and be yelling and screaming in the practice facility?
I kept asking, I kept beseeching LeBron through the offseason, could you just post a little video of you in the backyard practicing free throws?
He posted one yesterday, and you talk about without CG. Who took the photo? Was that Maverick shooting that?
It was 2 seconds. Okay.
But it was...
All right, final point. I'm going to give you a break here because I'm going to remind everybody, I told you GM LeBron did a sensational job of assembling this roster until at the last second he said, I'll take Russ over Buddy Hield. And even you said, LeBron, I don't know about that.
Yes.
But the roster that was assembled is not intact because Ariza is out for a while, obviously, with an ankle. THT's got the thumb injury. He's out. And Kendrick Nunn is still out and not going to play this weekend, it looks like, and Wayne Ellington has a hamstring pull, and it looks like he's definitely out tonight, probably out for the weekend. So you're down 4 key pieces who could be, I think they're all rotation players, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so you're counting more heavily on Carmelo Anthony, who embarrassed himself the other night by, he alleges he hit himself in the head as he was shooting a free throw. Speaking of free throws, and he pulled the string. He like okey-doked him because he okey-doked himself.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that later. But that's who you're going to have to rely heavy minutes on. Well, what did he play the other night? He played 26 minutes.
Who?
Carmelo.
Yeah.
Because all these guys are out. And when they come back, Carmelo's going to be playing like 4 minutes.
Here's the thing, though, Skip. Even though we have a lot of guys, a lot of the role players are out.
Yep.
It should not matter. You have AD.
You do.
Who was a member of the 75th anniversary